You have to train your expectation to match your desire, instead of letting circumstances train your expectation. In other words, you must let your desire train your expectation. You must let what you want about a subject train your expectation. In other words, your expectation, what it really is, since every subject is two subjects, like a long stick with wanted on one end and the absence of wanted on the other. Whenever you activate a subject, your expectation, all it is whichever end of that stick you've practiced the most, you see. So you change your expectation by having some experiences which cause you to know what you don't want, so you know what you do want. But the funny thing about expectation, if you just let life as it comes to you give you a sort of knee-jerk response, then life trains your expectation. Then what is trains your expectation. You have an employee who doesn't seem to be trying very hard or can't remember things that you want them to remember, and you notice that, you let them train your expectation, and then you can't evoke anything different. And many would say, well, I really don't think it's my job to evoke anything different. I think it's their job to be the way they should be. And we say, but how's anybody gonna know how they're supposed to be with the billions of people with whom they might just interact? Would you like to put a course on the internet to the world? This is the way I want you to be when you meet me. I might run into you someday in traffic or at the airport. This is my picture. When you meet me, these are my rules. It's not very logical. You can't even get your kids to respond to that, can you? And so what you want to do is get your expectation of people in general, of life in general, of hotels in general, of hotels who are bringing breakfast to your room. You have to get your expectation somewhere in the vicinity of your desire. You cannot let what is be the reason for your expectation. So we are amplifying the word expectation today in a stronger way than usual. Because as we speak of the three-step process of creation, the first step is ask, and life causes you to do that. So when breakfast doesn't come the way they want it, they ask and ask and ask and ask and ask. We're not kidding. They've been asking and asking and asking and asking. This is a 5-star hotel, they say occasionally. They should know better. They're asking and asking and asking and asking. Step 2 is source answers. Source answers. Because when you ask, a vibrational reality begins to form, and the non-physical part of you, the source, or that which you call God, your inner being, actualize around that vibrational request. It's lined up for you. Step 3 is you must become a vibrational match to what you're asking for. So that's where that expectation comes. I've asked for it, but what do I really expect? If I have a plan B and a plan C and a plan D, doesn't that mean I don't really expect plan A to work the way I wanted it to? Isn't that what it means? If I'm always saving for a rainy day, if I'm looking for trouble and trying to prevent it, if I'm looking out ahead in order to... Esther carried a hanger in her car for years just in case someone needed her to help them get their car open. Because it was so much fun to help them get their car open. Until one day Jerry said, well, now we're up to about 3 a day. You might want to leave that hanger home. And so when you get into this place of expectation, your expectation really is what rules your world. Because even though life is causing you to ask, what has happened is causing you to expect. And if what has happened is causing you to expect less than what you want, you have to train yourself. Creation is about focus, and focus is about being deliberate. And focus with your guidance system awareness is the best creating that can take place.